And it's Pippen in at the small forward. And it's going to be the Bulls off the tip. Here's Jordan. Rebounded. By Tucker.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Well, converting on.
Hey, what's up, man? You play 2K? I'm on PS5. Any cards that I'm using right now, I have them locked in, except for the ones I'm using right now for the challenges, so I don't even have any cards like that that are worth anything.
Those transition opportunities is so important. Screen by Longley. Now here's Jordan, guarded by Tucker. Here's Pippen, and it's Space with the rebound. Here's Tucker. There's a Jinsa, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there. Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity. So Portland ends up going with the new group. About a minute played so far here in the first.
Hey, you got it. Hit the perimeter.
Outside Harper. Back to Longley. Pass to Rodman. Just 5 to shoot. On there, spin on Beverly.
And you have to appreciate the reach of me. Superb at putting himself in a good position there to block the shot.
Here's Beverly. And that comes off the assist by Duncan.
How about the inbound pass there? Easy bucket.
And so it's Pippen with it. He brings it up for the Bulls. 6-point game.
I got him.
Rodman with a screen on West. Yao with the block.
Ready, go.
Beverly with the ball. Now guarded by Jordan. Portland shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. That's good from Beverly. And he makes both free throws. Here's Harper. Pippen with it. They need this, and the jumper falls for it.
Lethal from the mid-range. Pippen doesn't need much airspace to feel comfortable with that jumper.
To the middle. And it's Yao. That time the assist by Beverly.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating. Yao with the block. And there we go. Fast break. Beverly. Rodman with the block.
And the thing about Rodman, he's more of a position player defensively, but that time reaching up to swat it away.
Chicago making a switch here. First check. And finished off by Yao.
Building up a big early lead. They have taken charge of this game.
Yeah. But you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it. And the first timeout of the game called for Chicago. Here's Pippen. If you're just tuning in, we play about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
There we go. Get it up.
Injection by Gibson. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Let's take a second look at that fantastic block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
Trailing by 10. Plays it up and banks it in. Has got his second bucket of the game to go.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan. Now here's Jordan. 1:58 left to play in the first quarter. Portland leading by 12. Here's Ajinça. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Ajinça's got 6 points.
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now. Kukoc, he's checked in for Dennis Rodman. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Lobs it up for Jordan, and stolen by Bull. Here's Paul, driving inside. The shot's good.
So shrewd and elusive on the drive. Once Paul sees an opening in the defense, this guy goes into attack mode.
In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for Portland. Wow, those early blocks are key. They are intimidating their opponents and making them hesitant.
And not only that, their elite conditioning evident from the pace they're playing offensively. Boy, they are getting out and running.
Here's what Chicago's going. With right now, Sally comes in for Longley, and it's Rodman in for Scottie Pippen. Outside, Kukoc. Over Duncan. And the Bulls with another miss. Portland leading by 18. Here he goes. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. They get the rebound. Count it. Ajinça's got 10 points.
And the D getting outworked there on the putback. Can't let that happen.
And I can tell you from experience, these are the types of things that drive coaches crazy.
Oh, hit that. You better hit that.
Banked in off the glass. He's got at 12.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys.
Yeah, come on, they're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. And so it's Portland holding a 22-point lead as the quarter wraps up. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. We've got more in store for you right after this. And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And from Portland, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
KYP, know your personnel. So far, good attention to the scouting report. Portland leading by 22. On the floor for Portland. PJ Tucker is out there with Nikhil Alexander-Walker.
And it goes in.
And it's Duncan. Then there's Yao. And it's JAZZY-J in at the small forward position. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Yao. Now, here's Tucker. D right on him. Pass to JAZZY-J. And another three for Portland. Well, when you have a scorer as skilled as he is, you do everything you can to get him the looks he needs. Here's Sally. Kukoc dishes to Brown. And then outside. Sally against Yao. And here's Curry. And there's the foul. It will go on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. Chicago making some changes. Simpkins, he's checked in for Sally. And it's Harper in for Brown. Portland on defense. Rodman outside. Clock at 6. Here's Kukoc. It's good. And so Kerr with the assist.
Love the assertiveness from Kukoc. A valuable offensive weapon for this team.
Got that one. Yao's got 6.
And Matador defense, that's one of the easiest shots he is ever going to see.
An unorganized. defense like that is not going to help them close this deficit. Jordan, he's checked in for the Bulls. A different look now for Portland. Chicago calls timeout.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
Well, if you're just going to let them score inside at will, you might as well pack the bag. Poked loose, and it goes out of bounds. That one off ball.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow. Now, here's Harper. Still yet to score. Rodman with a screen on West. Here's Kukoc. It's rebounded by West. And you have to like how they're moving the ball right now.
Snappy passes to ready shooters. It's basketball 101, but boy, is it working.
The shot's good from Paul.
And Paul is dangerous from the perimeter. You can't let him get comfortable from that corner pocket.
And so it looks like the Bulls will retain possession here. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. They get a hand on it. West with the steal. Out to the right wing. Takes the three. That's good from Paul on the assist from Spates. Paul's got 6 points in the quarter.
Didn't take long for Paul to square his body up on that catch and shoot. So skilled.
Pass to Kukoc. And for those of you just joining us, we're almost 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And Portland with the ball. They're on a 14-2 run here. Paul for three. Good on the three-point shot. Paul's got 11.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing. Now here's Kukoc. Jordan looking it over. Shot clock at 6. Driving to the
explosive doesn't even begin to describe it. Jordan simply flying.
And Spates gets it to go. Spates has got his first bucket in this one.
Of the two offenses here tonight, you can tell theirs is just a bit more in sync.
Well, I think it's because they're calling sets that really match up well with their personnel.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
Fires from deep. Chicago grabs a miss.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Pulls up on the wing. Unable to get that one. Excellent D there from George. Kukoc against Paul. Beyond the arc. Good for the 5th time in 5 shots. He remains perfect.
And guys, he's been a one-man air raid coming at them time and time again.
Well, what I love about his three-point shooting is the spacing that he's adding. It makes things a lot easier for everyone else. And here is Jordan. The three from Chris Paul. And using his length, getting in close to stuff it down. That's just too easy. Ball kicks to George. Off target from outside. Rodman passes to Harper. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Chris Paul picks up that for Chicago. They have gone 2 for 2 in the game at the line. So for the Bulls, Longley comes in for Simpkins. Scottie Pippen is subbed in for Kukoc. Portland also making some changes. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Bull. Alexander Walker comes in for David West. And Yabusele subbed in for George. Here's Alexander Walker. Buries the long-range jumper. Tucker's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Well, when you move the ball, you open up the defense. Great job to make the unselfish play. And Paul gets it to go in.
This is why fans show up. Paul is putting on a show.
Driving the lane, and Paul slams it in.
He takes advantage of them in every way possible.
And Greg, he lures them into a trap on the steal, and then bang, straight to the bucket. Turning great defense into great offense. That's the kind of stop you're looking for. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. For Chicago, they have looked good at the line. They're perfect in 4 attempts. And so Jordan nails both of them. Here's JAZZY-J. A big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for Portland. And with his work in that quarter, he has 5 3-pointers in the game now. Quite a showing from long range. And we'll be back with you shortly. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. It's been a clinic by Chris Paul.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
Yeah, it's not like he's getting everything at the rim. He's playing smart and just taking what the defense gives him.
Then it's Pippen, and it's Michael Jordan, and it's Harper in at the 1. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. Ajinça dishes to Beverly. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, he can play the 4 because he gets off the ground so well.
Here's Harper. Pass to Jordan. From the high post. If it counts, Jordan's got 10 points in the game.
Yeah, when we think about the excitement that Jordan brings to the game, but what about the offensive fundamentals? The man is a perfectionist.
Well, not only is he putting up the numbers, but he's doing it at a very efficient rate, exactly when his team needs it.
And so here is Chicago. Portland knocking down that triple moments ago. Portland grabs the miss. Spades has got his 4th rebound in this one. Jacks up a 3. Connects from 3-point range. He's got 5.
Well, overall, they're the team getting the better looks here in this second half.
Yeah, they've looked really in sync after the break. Getting the shots they want and converting. Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
Shooting 2.
Free throw good at Ajinça. A different look now for Portland. Yao checked in for P.J. Tucker. Yabusele comes in for Maurice Spates. And it's Wade in for Patrick Beverly. And here's Jordan. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. First minute and a half of basketball here in the third quarter. Here's Longley, and they pick up 2. And Portland with the ball. The drive by Wade, and it's Wade with the jam.
Wade just gone after his first step. So quick.
Harper kicks to Rodman. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That's his 3rd foul of the game. Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. Pass to Pippen. 6 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Here's the floater. That's good from Wade on the assist by Yao. Wade's got 4 points this quarter.
Hey, whatever adjustments they made at halftime, they are working to perfection.
Well, sometimes you just make shots, but they've certainly come out on a tear here in the third quarter.
Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Jordan outside. With the block. Here's Wade. And it's Wade with the jam.
And how about the leaping ability of Wade? What a finish.
Wade's gone 4 for 4 from the field. Perfect so far. Harper the pass to Pippen. Outside Jordan. Outside Longley. 6 to shoot. Yao with the block. Here's Ajinça. An easy 2 points on the layup. Ajinça's got 19 points.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Now here's Pippen. Harper kicks to Pippen. From deep three-point territory. Rebounded by Ajinça. Ajinça's got his 6th rebound on the night. To the paint. Here's Yao. And Yao slams it in.
Now check out Yao doing big man things. I mean, this guy's size makes those openings easy picking.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
A floater, and it's blocked. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will retain possession. And the Bulls making a change here. Kerr's checked in. A different look now for Portland. 54 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Clock at 6. It's Pippen with the drive. Here's Jordan. And that time, also a missed shot.
All the energy is on the other side right now, and every miss just makes it worse.
Their body language does not look good right now. They're deflated and unable to stop this run.
There's 38 seconds left to play here in the third. Kerr, the pass to Jordan. .23 seconds left in the third. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. Missed inside. Duncan finds Paul. Now here's Tucker, defended by Kerr. Duncan, and he's good on the 3-ball. Duncan's got 6.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
And so it's Portland holding an unbelievable lead as the quarter wraps up. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we've got more M2K.
Hey, how's everybody doing tonight?
After this break.
I'm just working on the last challenge for the domination where you had to play with 7 or more
and
of that
fourth quarter
out of position
time
players.
is running out for this game to become competitive.
You only have to play a minute with them, so I'm just playing like an easy domination. Make sure they play a minute, and then put some my favorite parts of different parts of the screen.
Then there's Dwayne Wade, and it's Duncan, and it's George in at the 2-guard spot. Harper dishes to Jordan.
I keep forgetting the AI gets like 8 seconds in the key, not 3 seconds. This guy's down here like half the possession.
And it's Wade with the ball for Portland. And he drives in, and it's Wade with the jam.
I mean, what an athlete this guy is. Wade cuts to the rim with such effortless grace.
Chicago with the ball. Kerr, the pass to Jordan. Here's Sally. Lobs it up for Jordan. And it goes out of bounds. That one off West. So it's Chicago now. Offensive rebound. Here's Jordan. Moves back up. Nice D from Duncan.
Wow, what a rough second half for him shooting a basketball. Maybe you adopt a pass-first mentality at this point. I love a big man who can pass. Great instincts. Duncan finds the open man there for the bucket.
Sally's shot is off.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Tipped away. Here's Wade. There's the drive. And it's Wade with the jam.
And the power of Dwayne Wade on display. Rare for a 2-guard.
Pass to Sally. Jordan in the corner. Shot to stop the run. And the Bulls with another miss.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Good on the triple.
Whoa, the rare 3 from West.
So far, we've seen them be a bit careless with the ball.
Simply put, out of control. Is how they've played thus far. They're going to have to reel it in and show some more discipline.
And work. And that one's good. Beverly. And what's your take, guys, in the hustle stats for Portland?
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And you also have to applaud how they've been able to create turnovers and then convert those on the offensive end.
And George gets to Beverly. The shot's good on the assist by George. Beverly's got 5 points in the quarter.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Kukoc against Beverly. That one falls.
And boy, what a much-needed bucket there. Ends a 16-0 run by Portland.
Get on D-Wade.
Here's West. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Well, that is just brute strength by West, powering through the contact inside.
1:58 left in the fourth quarter. Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Here's Wade. Teardrop shot. It's good for the 7th time. In this game, he shot 7. He has made 7.
And he'll free up more space for himself on the perimeter with buckets like that. Wade smart to get to work inside.
Here's Kukoc. And the rebound goes to Duncan. Duncan's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. And that one's good. Beverly.
That was a big one. You can hear it.
And sometimes the silence of a crowd can speak volumes.
Get him, Dave.
Jordan against West. Jordan outside. Trying to break that nice cold streak. It's hauled in by Beverly.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
Yeah, and sometimes guys just start pressing. The best thing for him is to just slow it down and concentrate on solid shot selection.
Wade against Kerr. Outside, Kukoc. They can't stop the run with that one. West up on top. Defended by Jordan. Here's Duncan. Duncan throws it down.
Taking no chances. They go on one last run to seal the deal.
Yeah, this run has poured a bucket of water on any ember of a potential comeback.
Jordan outside. Sally with a screen on West. The shot's good from Sally.
Coming off the pick, Jordan often takes this himself, crosses the D up that time.
Here's George. George finishing it off.
He just powered that one down.
One of the game's top dunkers. Kerr against Beverly. Kerr kicks to Kukoc. Pass to Jordan. Now Kerr. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet more set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today, but you can't make it that obvious.
Alexander Walker drops it in.
Well, he's shooting a high percentage, but not taking enough shots, in my opinion. He needs to be more aggressive on offense.
And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. To come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful lot about this team.
I guess they don't need home cooking to feel at home. I mean, Kevin, just a masterful performance all the way around.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports.
Welcome to 2K Sports. We've got live NBA basketball headed your way on this fine Wednesday afternoon. And along with Grant Hill and Doris Burke, I'm Brian Anderson, joined by Allie LaForce, our reporter. Here's the starting group for Portland. We've got Nickeil Alexander-Walker, also P.J. Tucker out there, and a JAZZY-J in at the 3. And for Cleveland, they've got James, Kyrie Irving out there. With Smith, then there's Kevin Love, and it's Thompson in at the 5. Here we go. So it's Portland now. Outside Tucker. The 3. Nice start for him. Sinking his first shot.
Listen, we know this isn't the most prolific scorer, but Tucker can burn you if you give him too much room to operate.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on P.J. Tucker. That's his first foul. Beverly, he's checked in for Portland. Beverly against Irving. And Irving powers it home.
Well, put it on the deck, get into a gap, and get a bucket. That is Kyrie Irving at his best.
Three-pointer. Another 3 for Portland.
Now, you want to get him going as soon as possible. Great way for him to start this game.
He's a guy who, when he gets hot, can carry your offense for long stretches.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
At the end of the day, though, it's 2 points. Don't hang your heads. Let's get refocused and play with more patience.
Oh, that's good.
There's a certain rhythm and pace to the way Kevin Love plays the game. He knows when to spot up off the pass.
Argenza, another 3 for Portland.
Both teams are starting to find a rhythm here.
And this is partly what the game has become, right? A matter of dueling three-point opportunities.
Now here's Irving. Love the screen on Beverly. Irving for 3. And he can't get that one. Outside, Alexander Walker. Pass to Argenza. The 3. Knocks down the long J. Jensen's got 6.
And this first quarter has been ridiculous. They simply can't miss right now.
Tries it from 16. Portland with a rebound. It's a 9-point spread. Outside, Alexander Walker. Here's a Jensen. Here's the 3. Love grabs the miss. And the foul on pass. Beverly. That's his first foul. First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Pulls up. Out of bounds. It'll be Portland's ball. Now Portland with it. They're on a 14-5 run. Here's Duncan. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. And here comes Cleveland. 9-point game.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Here's Smith. Pass to James. Thompson outside.
Hey, come around.
Smith against Payton.
I see him.
There's a screen. High open shot. Irving, no good.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
They've been very effective so far. A balanced attack at its best.
On the offensive end,
All I could do is laugh sometimes at this game. It like nerfs even your arm movements. If you notice, if you do replays, it makes your arm go back. Like this should have been a still 9 times out of 10. Should have been a still with the badges Gary Payton has and the defense. It made my arm move to the side away from the ball.
feels like they're getting the shots they want, and defensively, they are connected and on a string.
Cleveland calls timeout. First quarter of basketball, just over 2.5 minutes played so far. Here's Smith. Count that one.
Well, you really like to see Smith go to work inside there, always looking to expand on his game.
There's the slam. Duncan finish it off.
And early on, they've been on a tear, just getting whatever they want offensively.
Well, what I love is the game plan has been solid from the opening tip, and guys are making their shots. That's critical.
And Cleveland has possession. Portland making their last shot. Pass to Fry. 6 on the shot clock.
Felt on the interior. Fry with the aggressive throwdown.
Timeout called, Portland. And Cleveland making a change here. Dellavedova's checked in. Portland making a switch here. There's 1:40 left in the first quarter here. Beverly for 3. Hits a 3.
Their ability to space the floor has been the story of this game.
And what surprises me is the defense hasn't done anything to take away that three-point shot. That has been their preferred weapon tonight.
Now here's Irving.
I got your help.
Inside. Deflected. Here's Yabusele, defended by Thompson. Payton. Nice assist and nice finish. Solid play all the way around.
Making a statement here early. Going right to the rack. I love it.
And this is why you get the ball into his hands. Let him establish the pace and rhythm of the game.
A three, Smith. Tucker pulls it down. Portland leading by 14. Down low. Thompson with the block.
That's where Thompson's length comes into play. You think you can sneak a shot over him, but he'll swat it right back at you.
A different look for Cleveland. Varejao, he's checked in for Thompson. James comes in for Smith. And Williams is subbed in for Kyrie Irving.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
And there's James from the arc. Cleveland again missing. To the middle. Here's Duncan. And he's in the books. Now 1 for 2.
And trust me, when the D's slow to react, he'll be the first guy to make them pay.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Cleveland trails by 19. About 3 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Dellavedova. He's scoreless. And there's James from the arc. Cole grabs the board. Here's Spates. Oh, and he brings it down with a two-handed jam.
Making plays at both ends of the floor, and it shows up in the box score.
Well, what I love is the energy they're bringing right now. They're ignoring the scoreboard and playing hard.
Williams. And so it's Portland. They're feeling great. A 21-point lead. They're communicating well and stringing together stops. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Great to have you with us. Second quarter of basketball. This game has not exactly been neck and neck, but plenty of time left in this one. A chance to catch up on some numbers here. The scoring breakdown for Portland.
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
I think the other thing they're doing is they're wearing out the opponent in transition, exploding up the floor for easy chances.
They've got Williams, and it's Varejao in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for Portland, we've got Patrick Beverly, and it's George in at the 2. James passes to Varejao. Crafty move. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
B.A., when he gets the rim in his sights, it's tough to catch.
So aggressive and a determined finisher. Nice.
Pretty dime there, the kind of ball movement coaches love to see.
They need something good to happen here.
Yeah, they've gone way too long without a score.
Pass to Fry. Here's Dellavedova. Takes a 3. And the basket by Fry. Fry's got 5 points.
And really, Fry's quick release is deadly. He is most comfortable pulling from beyond the arc.
Here's Payton. The rebound by Dellavedova. Cleveland trails by 20. And here in the second with about a minute and a half gone by. Williams passes to Varejao. Off target at the rim. These are his first free throws of the game. And he drops a first. Love is checked in for Cleveland. Smith comes in for Williams. Hits both from the stripe. And Cleveland has possession. Smith outside. James outside. Love for three. Portland with a rebound. Left side Hill. Buries it down low.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
The one thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Cleveland calls timeout. Kyrie Irving's checked in for Cleveland. From the inbound. Out to James. Smith outside. The three is up. Yeah, with a rebound. Smith's gone 1 for 3 on the night. On the wing, Alexander Walker. Drops in the three.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Irving looking around. Over Payton. Irving no good. Now Portland with it. Here's Yao. That one is hammered home.
And this is something he does all too well. Great position for the putback there.
And I like how he doesn't think twice about passing it out. Just going right for the slam.
No reason to do so there. He was going to leave, no doubt.
Jones, he's checked in for James. Here's Irving. Pass to Jones. Now here's Smith. Outside Jones. Here's Fry. 5 points in the game. Just 5 on the clock. Here's Smith. Nice. Gets his second bucket. He's 2 for 4 now.
You know, guys, Smith not just a three-point threat. Very capable of doing work in the mid-range.
Timeout called. Portland and Cleveland making a change here. Varejão's checked in. Portland making a switch here. The three ball. Kyrie Irving clears the rebound. He shoots it. The quick look, no good that time. Beverly on the wing. He's got 5. That one drops for him. Duncan's got 6.
And he's just crushing them with plays like that. I mean, just continuing to pile it on.
You want to make sure your opponent knows they have absolutely zero chance of a comeback. And nice finish by him.
Yabusele, book that. He's got 5.
That right there, that's the kind of look this system is designed to create.
Offensively, it's been a struggle for him.
Yeah, they need to string together some shots to have any kind of chance.
Love played it in with a nice touch off the window.
We know this about Kevin Love. Contact will not deter him.
Timeout called. Portland. A different look for Cleveland. Thompson comes in for Varejão. And LeBron subbed in for Jones. Here's Halliburton. There's oh, it's a big-time jam. Slams it right over Irving.
Wow, that's a big-time finish from Tyrese Halliburton. Take off. Let him hear you, Tyrese.
.46 seconds left in the second period. Irving against Halliburton. And it's Irving missing. Fantastic ball movement for them tonight.
If things are definitely working offensively, a balanced attack is just so much harder to defend.
Well, Halliburton can be so clever with the basketball. Helps yet another teammate take advantage of an opening.
Irving, the pass to Thompson. Outside for Love. Now James. Pass to Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rejected by Bull. Smith against Hill to the paint. Finished off by Bull.
And taking a look at this first half, they've just shown better shot selection.
And I think obviously we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
He was whipping the rock on the way to the slam.
No way he was going to get stripped on that one.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
Here's Smith. No good on the buzzer beater. And so it's Portland holding a massive 34-point lead to end the quarter. It hasn't taken them too many shots to get their points. They're winning with efficiency. Back after this. Just about ready for the second half here. A big comeback is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. Boy, one of the stories here, P.J. Tucker getting it done today.
I love how effortlessly he scored. The game just comes so easy for him.
Now let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Kevin Love out there with LeBron James. Then there's Thompson, and it's Kyrie Irving, and it's Smith in at the 2-guard spot.
Well, Thompson's athleticism allows him to finish with power.
And for Portland, they've got P.J. Tucker, Patrick Beverly out there with Nickeil Alexander-Walker. And it's a Jinsa at the 4 slot. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for the Cavaliers. Over Beverly. Buried from 15 feet out. Irving's got his second basket.
So smooth on the mid-range. Kyrie dialed in.
A nice shot by Spates.
Probably a play they drew up in the locker room at half.
Well, there is nothing better than catching a rhythm as early as possible. And boy, that's a terrific start right there.
Now here's Irving. Love for 3. Basket is good. Nice setup from Irving.
Timeout, timeout.
Love's got 8.
Yeah, stretching the floor is no problem for Love. He's got impressive accuracy.
Timeout called. Portland. Second half of basketball. Just over a minute played so far. Here's Spates. Sinks it from distance. Spates has got 5 points now in the quarter.
I'll tell you, he'll take that all day, every day. I'm sure he was shocked to find himself that wide open.
Thompson, and the slam dunk by Thompson.
And he gives up some size inside, but makes a great adjustment on the finish.
Well, he's attacking, he's forcing the issue, and that simply stated a terrific play.
And an excellent job distributing the ball tonight. You can really see his feel for the game.
And that's been his role pretty much from the opening tip. Get the ball to guys where they can score it.
Smith no good. So it's Portland now. Pass to Duncan. Here's Yao, defended by Thompson. Here's Duncan from the arc. And the three-pointer goes. He's got 9.
You know, we talk all the time about how important it is to have bigs who can stretch the floor. An example there.
Here's Spates. Another 3 for Portland.
Now the D giving him a little bit of space beyond the three-point line, and that's all the room he needs.
All right, Doris, where do you think Halliburton ranks among the NBA's best point guards?
Well, he's certainly got to be near the top of the list. Number one, his vision is absolutely tremendous. He can create on the fly. As importantly to me, it's his spirit and presence, the joy he brings to the game.
Here's Spates. He's got 12. That one goes in.
And since the halftime break, their offense has just been on another level.
I got to believe that's something the coach talked to them about at the halftime. They have valued each possession.
Now here's Love. James outside to halt the run. Rejected by Halliburton.
Oh my goodness, Tyrese Halliburton twice on the pipe, send him back defensively.
And it's Love missing.
It's obvious they're becoming frustrated. Nothing seems to be going their way.
It's just been one of those games, and they need to find a way to turn it around before it gets completely away from them.
Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
Here's Irving. Portland with a rebound. Here's Duncan. Two-handed jam.
B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. Here's Irving. We've got 1:13 left in the third. From outside the arc. Yao with a rebound. Yao's got 8 rebounds in the game. Halliburton with the ball. And that's Love picking him up defensively. Pass to Ajinça. Lets it go from deep. On target from range. Ajinça's got 11 points.
Here in the second half, they're really focused on stretching the floor.
And guys, boy, when you're hitting, it sure does work. It obviously opens up major options at the offensive end.
They're really in control on both ends of the floor right now, forcing turnovers and finding easy points, while the other guys struggle to keep up.
Irving, no good.
He's got a great defensive mind. He gets good position and affects the release.
And he did it without fouling, and that's become an art, changing shots without making contact.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's his first foul of the game. Dellavedova's checked in for Cleveland. And Cleveland has possession. Just 2 seconds between the shot clock and the game clock. The shot by James, no good. James has gone just 1 of 5 from the floor. There's Duncan. Payton passes to Beverly. Oh, and makes it with the kiss. He's got 9.
Have to love the ball distribution. Keep everyone involved.
Here's Dellavedova. Oh, it would have counted had it fallen, but it is offline. And as we conclude the third, pretty much a blowout here. It's been a one-sided affair. Portland ahead, just dominating this one. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter started. And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Timeout called. Portland.
Timeout. Guard it.
Out there with Kevin Love. And it's Williams. And it's Dellavedova in at the one. George with the bucket.
Unselfishness can be infectious. Terrific teamwork.
The ball's knocked loose. Oh, stolen by Peyton. George with the jam.
Great teamwork on that drive. Punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Here's Dellavedova. And he got the whistle. On the way up, so he'll be headed to the line for a pair. And a chance for just a second to check out the scoring breakdown for Portland.
They've been all about high percentage looks in this game, working the ball inside and doing whatever it takes to get it to go.
Well, I also noticed, guys, how much they move the ball in this one. Selfless, willing to pass the ball to a teammate with a better look.
Varejao, he's checked in for Cleveland. And it looks like we've got an injury on the floor. Very unfortunate as always, guys. Don't like to see this.
Oh, man, that's tough. You just never like to see this in sports.
No, obviously something that, every player fears. The NBA has made player safety a priority, but injuries continue to happen.
Portland making a switch here. Bowles checked in. Williams against George. Now here's Williams. He's covered closely. Varejao passes to Williams. 6 to shoot. Shoots from 12. He's off on that one. George scanning the floor. Driving in. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's going to be on Kevin Love.
He took the contact and had an opportunity to drain it.
George hits them both. We played just over a minute here in the 4th. George against Williams. Soft touch off the glass.
Want to score in the NBA? Picks can really force the D to make tough choices.
Here's George. Sinks that one from the post.
Well, that possession to me highlights the importance of creating for your teammates.
Dellavedova, the pass to Love. Love, a screen on George. Williams from long range. Portland with a rebound. Bulls got 4 rebounds in the game. Here's George. Basket counts. George has got 10 points in the quarter.
Their offense is looking like a well-oiled machine, getting any look they want.
Well, what great game planning, what great execution. It doesn't get much better than this.
Williams from long range. Bull grabs the board. Now Portland with it. They're on a 12-4 run. And a jam by George.
Just a strong finish there, guys.
Hey, needed just one hand to do it. Pass to Williams. Oh, it's blocked by Bull. Beverly with it. Covered by Love. Makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Well, not exactly one of those big, burly power forwards, right? He depends on his leap. Ability more than those guys,
and they stop the action here. They're using their coach's challenge.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
But with so many close calls in every game, the NBA was smart to adopt this challenge policy in 2019.
You know, one thing this does for a coach is let his players know he's got their back. If they're adamant that the call was wrong, he'll back them up and make the refs take another look. And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he's still peeved.
Here's Irving. The shot goes down. Very quick possession right there.
Now, the point guard position, when you have a score-first mentality, as Kyrie Irving does, it puts such pressure on the defense.
Pass to Ajinça from behind the arc. Love grabs the miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Here's James. Portland with a rebound. Here's Spates driving to the basket. And the rebound goes to Cleveland. Love's got 4 rebounds now. Here's the teardrop.
Yo, Yas Hang done broke. Look at 2K is so cheesy. The higher the card, the more cheesy the game is. This guy's literally pushing Yao Ming. The Opal Yao Ming. Just pushing him. Wow, look at this. And then he brought the ball all the way through his whole body. This game is so tough to play. What is this? Wow, that's so tough. So he pushed like a 300-pound guy. And then he brought the ball through his whole body. And it didn't pop out his hand. But the ball touches a fingertip when you have the ball and it pops out of your hand. Oh, these higher level cards are just wilding out. They do crazy stuff. This game is crazy, guys.
Here's Spates. Rattling two-handed jam. A minute and a half left in the fourth quarter here. And Cleveland has possession. Irving for three. Yao with a rebound. Yao's got the glass covered here tonight. That's 11 boards for him. Outside Tucker. Pass to Yao. To finish it off. A beauty.
How about the bounce?
We can call that bounce per ounce. Can't be denied. And here comes Cleveland.
Hey, watch Irving.
Irving with it. Doesn't go that time. Great D that time from Halliburton. Here's Tucker with the drive. And he makes it.
You got to give them respect. They're doing everything they can to close this out.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
And the foul on Tyrese Halliburton. That's foul number 2 for him. There's 48 seconds left in the fourth. Irving. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting.
You know, Irving isn't just a perimeter player. He's so dynamic inside as a scorer. His strength is savvy, tough to keep the defense on balance.
Both free throws good from Irving. Beverly outside. Up top, George. Hey, he's now... 6 for 6. He is cooking right now.
Though he may not be a natural point guard, Patrick Beverly understands how to find his teammates.
Irving against Payton. And the shot's good by Irving.
Another shot right in the lane. That's been their MO this evening.
George outside. There's 21 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter of this one. That's good from Bull on the assist by George.
Well, known for being a terrific passer, he shows you right there. Case in point.
And the foul on Patrick Beverly. So that'll be a second foul of the game. We're in the bonus. We'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, and this is not what they needed. Now the clock is stopped, and their opponent is at the line.
Both free throws good from Irving. 9 seconds left in the game. Here's Hill. Yeah, that one's good. And so Portland takes the win. Boy, this crowd has to be shocked by the way their team was dismantled.
Shocked and surprised. It doesn't matter what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to just waltz in and cruise to the type of victory like we saw tonight.
And that'll do it, folks. For Doris Burke, Allie LaForce, and Grant Hill, and our entire crew, this is Brian Anderson thanking you for tuning in. And as we leave, we present our player of the game.